ridden under saddle, that the horse gets really familiar and comfortable with each and every piece of tack before you just throw it on and begin trying to ride them around. I've talked before about a horse's stress threshold and trigger stacking, and making sure that the horse is familiar and comfortable and feels safe with each piece of tack ensures that your tack is not going to add on to your horse's stress and be a trigger for your horse. Now, a lot of times I see a simple mistake being made in training, and that is that the person handling the horse throws the pad on his back, and if the horse doesn't move, they're like, okay, cool, he must be fine, and they move on to the saddle. More importantly than the horse moving their feet or not is the horse's facial cues that they are giving us. So here, Troy's telling me that he's really not worried about this saddle pad. His ears are still floppy, he's blinking, he's very curiously smelling it, sticking his nose right in the middle of it, and he's licking and chewing. Now, I haven't left the pad sitting on his back yet because the thing you definitely want to avoid when training a horse is putting them over that threshold. If your horse reacts by jumping, bucking, exploding, jumping away, backing up, freaking out, raising their head, rearing up, those are all signs that they have been pushed over their stress threshold. It takes a lot of time and repetition and a lot of patience, but training using methods that never put your horse over his stress threshold are invaluable when it comes to creating that connection and creating a very confident horse that believes in himself and that believes in you. If the handler is always putting the horse in dangerous situations and ignoring the horse's cues and body language, the horse is going to begin to distrust and possibly even fear the human because the horse isn't being respected in the relationship. Now, some of you might be thinking to yourself, if you never push your horse past their stress threshold, how will they ever be able to handle scary things? And this is something that I asked myself as well when I started learning all of these methods. But it's absolutely amazing how effective these methods actually are. When a horse trusts you, they are amazingly willing to do things that you ask. By taking this slow process, you're really gaining their trust. And they're going to trust that you're not going to put them into a situation that they can't handle. Which means that once you get to more scary objects or situations, they have faith and trust in you and can keep their cool.